Let's take them back.
You can taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Houston, Modiunas and Howard the post pair, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter, and it's Lawson in the point guard position.
Good. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Cleveland shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws. And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
James Harden. Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just the take no chance slam by the big fella.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play. Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Irving attacking. Four on the clock. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lawson. Rockets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Shumpert passes to LeBron. And there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist by James.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Howard. Back to Lawson. Harden against Shumpert. All alone. They grab their own miss. Outside for Lawson. Here's Howard. And the layup's good off the glass. Howard's got his second basket.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Another miss by Irving. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Modiunas kicks to Harden. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by James.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Irving for 3. It's stolen by Lawson. Love against Harden. Now the feed to Ariza. Harden outside. Ariza goes in. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Rockets ball.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time. .109 left to play in the first quarter. Down low. Here's Jones. And some nice passing there by Houston. Harden dishes to Capella. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
Smith drawn the double team. It's tipped. Brewer with the steal.
It's been a bit ugly so far. I mean, it looks like they're still half asleep out there. Wake them up.
Yeah, with 3 turnovers already, Clark, this is not the start they had in mind.
Now here's Harden. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. In the corner, it's Brewer. He feeds it to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Jefferson with the 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Passes it to Brewer. Back to Harden. Screen by Jones. And Harden with the stuff.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to...
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving in at the point. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Now, here's Irving. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Brewer with the steal. Here's Ariza. Finishes the break with a slam.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Smith. Houston also making some changes. Monty Eunice is checked in for Terrence Jones. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now Lawson. Following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. 6 to shoot. Here's Howard. And that misses everything. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Irving kicks to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 6 points for Love.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
And here's LeBron outside. Now, here's Brewer. Covered by Irving. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Shumpert slams it in.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Now here's Shumpert. He has 5.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Lawson. The offensive rebound. Moniunas passes to Brewer. The Rockets again can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's James. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height. There's just not a lot the defense can do.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. And so it's Houston with it. Harden against Williams. Harden left side. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Lawson. The Houston Rockets are built around the three-point shot. Make no mistake about it, they set a record for a single season in team-made threes. They have so many guys that can hoist it up and hit.
Yeah, and they all have the green light to do so. Last year, you talked about leading the NBA in percentage of shots from beyond the arc, and it wasn't even close.
It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Thompson, he's checked in for LeBron. 1:09 left to play here in the half. Fires, high post. Harden's shot is good. And now a 5-point Houston lead.
To give you an idea about the Rockets and how often they are taking threes, almost 40% of their field goal attempts last year were three-pointers. I mean, they've taken the analytics to its extreme there.
Smith checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Jones checked in for the Rockets. Patrick Beverley comes in for Ty Lawson. Now here is Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And the Rockets took a ton of threes last season and set an NBA record for the most made threes in a season.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harden kicks to Capella. All alone. Jones, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Williams for 3. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
And I tell you what, that allowed him to get his team several multiple shot opportunities. His work on the offensive glass has been invaluable.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Modiunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Lawson in at the 1 spot. Love, no good.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for. Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Lawson gets to Modiunas. Houston moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Here's Harden. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. That's now 8 points for James Harden.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Timeout called Cleveland.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left them no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And both free throws good for Howard. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Irving can't hit.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And the shot is good.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
It's Harden with the drive to the left side wing. Kicks it out to Ariza. And stolen by James. Now Cleveland moving it up. LeBron is running. He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far. And he knocks down the first one. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. And a switch here also for Houston. Brewers checked in.
He's having a great game at the free throw line, Kevin. His hot streak continues.
The Rockets again can't hit.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 10 points for James Harden.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for James. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving.
And with the Rockets' last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
They set the pick. Takes the 13-footer. Harden with the defensive effort. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against Dallas. And it's Brewer finishing it off.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Williams dishes to Dellavedova. And the 3-ball is good. Dellavedova's got his first 3 points of the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Williams again. Harden. Shot clock at 5. And that misses everything. The Cavaliers trail by 3. That's a 2 from Smith. Buries the jumper to finish the break. It's Harden with the drive. Mozgov with the block. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Brewer. The shot is off. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Rockets lead by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then it's Thompson. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Love in at the 4 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Ariza goes in. Here's Moniunas. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 3rd assist on the night. And stolen by Ariza. Shumpert against Lawson. Here's Moniunas. Cannot hit. And Cleveland will come the other way. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. Howard. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big 3 found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Here's Irving following the score by Houston.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Outside for Lawson. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 5 assists in the game.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now saying, we don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug. Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Love the pass to Irving. On the wing, Shumpert. LeBron outside. Shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And stolen by Love. To the middle. And Shumpert slams it in.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And the dunk by James.
Flying high and throwing down the hard. One-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're in front by 7. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Mozgov, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao. And a switch here also for Houston. Harrell, he's checked in for Monty Eunice. Shumpert with the steal. On its way from Irving for 2. And again, it's Cleveland. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. .135 left in the fourth quarter. James kicks to Irving. Feeds it to Shumpert. On the wing, James. Here's the break. Here's Harden. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
And Love has it in the corner. Irving attacking. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Those were critical foul shots because we're at the point now where they can't be missing any of those.
Lawson dishes to Harrell. From deep, Harden. That one goes. Count it. Harden's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And it's sent back by Howard. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Love. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute, do what you do, and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Here's Capella. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Clint Capella.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're losing by 8. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
Five seconds left to play here in the fourth. They get it back.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
So Houston wins it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.